Hello dear students, I'm your English teacher Qaisar Bashir. In this video, we are gonna read and discuss When You Are Old, written by William Butler Yeats. Let's get started. About the poet. Dear students, William Butler Yeats was born in 1865 and he died in 1939. He was an Irish poet and playwright. He was a driving force behind the Irish literary revival and, along with Lady Gregory and Edward Martyn, founded the Abbey Theatre. In 1923, he was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature. Dear students, Yeats was madly in love with Maud. His unrequited love finds expression in many of his poems. This poem is one of the examples. Dear students, Maud was an Irish revolutionary and an activist whom Yeats proposed many times but didn't get any positive response from her. About the poem. Dear students, the poem When You Are Old is a short lyric of 12 lines in 3 stanzas. It's addressed to Maud, with whom Yeats was intensely in love. It was published in 1893 in the poetic collection entitled The Rose. It expresses the poet's distress at the disastrous onslaught of time. Now listen to the poem.
When you are old and grey and full of sleep, nodding by the fire, take down this book and slowly read,
and dream of the soft look your eyes had once, and of their shadows deep. How many loved your moments of glad grace, and loved your beauty with love false or true?
but one man loved the pilgrim soul in you, and the sorrows of your changing face.
And bending down beside the glowing bars, murmur, a little sadly, how love fled, and paced upon the mountains overhead,
and hid his face amid a crowd of stars.
Meaning of difficult words and phrases. Full of sleep. It means approaching death. Nodding by the fire. It means sitting by the fireside. Take down this book. It means take down Yeats's poetry from the shelf. Slowly read. It means to read carefully. Dream of soft look. It means gracefulness of Maud's face. Moment of glad grace. It means the time of youth when Maud was very beautiful. Pilgrim soul, it means pure and graceful heart of Maud. Sorrows of your changing face. It means Maud's face which has lost beauty because of old age. Murmur, it means speak softly. Explanation of stanza first. The students, in the first stanza, the poet recounts how his beloved Maud would grow old with the passage of time. Her liveliness and youthful energy would vanish, and she would pass the time dozing by the fireside as old people do or want to do. She would perhaps pick up the volume of poets' collected poems and slowly go through the verses wherein the poet has declared his love for her and admired her beauty. She would be reminded of the loveliness of her eyes that she once possessed and of their deep shadows. Explanation of stanza 2. The students, in the second stanza, the poet says that Maud, his beloved, might think that many young people loved her for her beauty and youth, but there was only one whose love was sincere and genuine, and it was certainly the poet himself. The poet loved her not for her physical beauty only, but also loved her soul. It was the poet among all others who could feel for her and love her irrespective of her age and looks. Explanation of stanza 3rd. Dear students, in this stanza, the poet says that his love poems would motivate his beloved to think about and go back to the past. She would then realize the worth and importance of the poet's love. With the realization, she would mutter to herself with anguish that he was no more alive. He was dead and gone, and his soul must either be hovering among the mountains or it must have become part of the galaxy of the stars overhead. Rhyme scheme of the poem. Dear students, the rhyme scheme of the poem is ABBA. Images that the poet has used in the poem. Number 1. Nodding by the fire. Number 2. Eyes. Number 3. Bending down beside the glowing bars. Number 4. Paste upon the mountains overhead. Number 5. Face. Number 6. Crowd of stars. Homework for you. Dear students, study the given expression used by the poet. Choose the most appropriate suggestion for each expression and write the answer against each expression. Number 1. Nodding by the fire. Number 2. Moment of glad grace. Number 3. Pilgrim soul. Number 4. Full of sleep. Number 5. Glowing bars. Number 6. Murmur. Dear students, write down the meanings of these expressions in the blanks given below the title to suggest that. Thank you for watching the video. Dear students, if you have any doubts regarding the poem or if you want to know more about the poem, feel free to call me on my phone number 9596 340 913.